Good morning everybody, how are you doing? Well, it's Thursday and it's ukulele time. So today I thought we'd give Imagine a go, which is John Lennon's song from 1971. It's been covered countless times over the years, but it's a really good song to play on the ukulele. Dead simple chords, and it's just one of those songs that I think everybody should have in their artillery of songs. So let's first of all get tuned up. So, tuners at the ready. So don't forget GCEA, good children eat apples. So we're looking to get the needle to point directly in the centre of the dial. So once the needle's in the centre of the dial, you know that your string is in tune. So there's the G, so that's in tune because it lights up green. There we go, and the C's in tune. E's a little bit sharp, so slacken it off. There it is, that's in tune. And the A's in tune as well. Always make sure that you tune your instrument before you start playing, otherwise it'll sound a bit rubbish and you might think, oh, I can't play this, whereas in actual fact it's nothing to do with your playing, it's the instrument. So always get that in tune. Right, so we're going to start off with the C chord. So don't forget, you've got first, second, third and fourth fingers. You've got your frets here. These are the spaces going all the way up the fretboard. And you've also got the first string, which is closest to the floor, second, third and fourth string, the G, which is closest to your face. So we're using third finger, third fret, first string. And that is the C major chord. Next up, we've got the F chord. So that's two fingers we're using, first and second. So you've got your first fret, second string, and first finger, place that there. And then your second finger on the second fret, fourth string. So that's your F chord. And then we've also now got a D minor, so I'll show you a D minor chord. So basically a D minor chord is like an F, but you just add in an extra finger. So you've got your F chord there. To make that into a D minor, just add your third finger onto the second fret, third string. So that's a D minor. And you've got then G major. That's using three fingers. So first, second and third fingers. And the first finger goes on the second fret, third string. Second finger goes on the second fret, first string. And third finger goes on the third fret, second string. That's the G. Now if you notice, the G chord is like an upside down triangle. Now a G7 chord, which is the next chord we're looking at, is that, but you invert it. You turn it upside down. So you've got a triangle, but the right way up. So a G7 is first finger on the first fret, second string. Second finger on the second fret, third string, and third finger on the second fret, first string. So that's a G7. So there we go, G major to G7. And last but not least, we've got an E7 chord. Now, this is a chord that, to be honest with you, I struggled a little bit with when I first started playing the ukulele. I don't know why, and I know a lot of people also struggle with it, but just persevere with it. It's basically your first finger on the first fret, fourth string, and then your second finger, second fret, third string, and third finger, second fret, first string. So that is your E7 chord. So we've got in total 7 chords there. So there's quite a number of chords there. But to be honest with you, they're all pretty simple chords. Oh, we've also got A minor as well. which is your second finger on the 2nd fret 4th string. So there you go. So they're all chords that are right down at the bottom end of the fretboard, and there are no bar chords like B flats, horrible chords like that. So you're just really having to use 3 fingers for like the G and G7 and D minor and E7. So let's have a look at the song then. So the strumming technique, you can actually work on that after you've got the left hand, your chord hand sorted. So to begin with, we're going to keep the strumming really simple. Imagine there's no heaven. It's easy if you try. No hell below us, above us only sky. So if you notice there, the first part, the first verse, you're just basically alternating between C and F. So you do 4 strums on your C, 4 on the F, and back again. 3, 4, 1, 2, 3, 4, 1, 2, 3, 4, 1, 2, 3, 4, 1, 2, 3, 4, 1, 2, 3, 4. Above us only sky. And then what happens is you stay on the F for imagine all the people. So it goes like this. F, imagine, and then you go to an A minor. All the. So you do 2 on each there. And then to a D minor. People. 2 on D minor. And then 2 on F. And then to a G. Living for today. So you do 4 on the G and then 1 on the G7. Living for today. Ah, ah. And then into the second verse. Imagine, so we're on C. Imagine there's no countries. F. Back to C. It isn't hard to do. F, and then back to C. Nothing to kill or die for. Back to F, and then C. No religion, and then to F2, and then do 2 on F. Imagine, then 2 on A minor. All the, then 2 on D minor. People, then 2 on F, and then 4 on G, living life in, and then 1 on G7, peace, you, and then we're into the main chorus. You may say, I'm a dreamer. So what we're doing there is we're on F, 2, you may, then 2 on G7, say, I'm a, then 2 on C, dreamer, then 2 on E7, that's this chord, the one that I was saying that's a little bit tricky, and then 2 on F, but and then 2 on G, not the only, and then 2 on C, 1, and then 2 on E7, 2 on F, I hope some, and then 2 on G, then 2 on C, you'll join us, then 2 on E7, and then 2 on F, and the 2 on G, will, and then 4 on C, here's 1, and then we're into the third verse. So if you notice on the chorus, you're basically doing, apart from the last C chord, you're doing 2 strums on each. So I'll just go through that again very quickly. So G7, Sorry, starting with F. You A, G7, say, I'm a C, prima, E7, then F, then G, but I'm not the only, then C, E7, F, I hope some G, you'll join us, C, E7, and then F, and the G will be as 1, 2, 3, 4. So you do 4 on the last C there. And then the other verses and chorus take exactly the same structure as the first 2 verses and chorus. Now, as I was saying, the strumming hand, always focus on your chords first. So keep the strumming really simple in your right hand, so you're not confusing yourself. Because if you know, when you're learning a song and you're trying to get the chords right, sometimes it can be really confusing if you're doing a complicated rhythm on your right hand. So just keep it simple downstrokes. I mean, funnily enough, with Imagine, you don't really want to be making the right hand too complicated anyway, because it's just really simple, ching, 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 really simple 4/4 beat. So I wouldn't overcomplicate it. You could throw in 1 or 2 upstrokes, 2, 3 and 4 and 1, 2, 3 and 4 and down, 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 up, down, up, 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 down, 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 up, down, up. I wouldn't do anything more complicated than that, because it's a really simple song, really strict 4/4 meter, 1, 2, 3, 4. So at the most, I just down, down, up, down, up. But that's as complicated as I'd go with it, to be honest with you. So that was Imagine by John Lennon. So don't forget the chords that you're going to need: C, F, and then G, G7, D minor, E7, and a bit of A minor as well. So there are 7 chords, but if you're struggling, obviously I'm going at quite a fast pace here, but if you watch back on the video and just keep pausing it just so that you get the chords in your head, then you'll get it pretty easily. I think it's a good song to keep practicing your chord changes, if anything. Just finding your way instinctively around a fretboard. So there you go. Have fun with that. I'm going to be back at 10:30 to do a little bit of guitar tutorial. We're going to do Wagon Wheel by the Old Crow Medicine Show. It's a really, really easy song to play on the guitar. And yeah, so if you've got your guitar out, then join me at 10:30. All the best, folks. Take care.